They keep talking about what they've done for the veterans. This isn't about veterans. This has nothing to do with veterans. This has to do with discrimination. This has to do with the tearing down of America. And his comment here said, I regret to inform you I'm only able to reply to inquiries from South Carolinians. So, screw the Constitution. Screw the laws. It doesn't make any difference. I understand everybody's afraid of being the bad guy. I get that. But somebody has to stand up. Somebody has to say something. And these so-called PC groups, you're doing nothing but discriminating against yourself. You're doing nothing but self-segregation. When you don't want to be around other races, that's self-segregation. And that's exactly what we're facing. Equal rights, equal pay. When I work with someone and part of their job is to carry a 250-pound cart up a flight or 2 flights of stairs, and because it's a female, she can't do it, does she deserve equal pay? When I have to get someone else to do her job, does she deserve equal pay? I think that's a fair question. When you have people out here being hired to do a job because of affirmative action that can't do the job, or you have people out here being hired because they are of a PC group, then is that not discrimination? If you can't do the same job that I do, why do you deserve the same pay? I've never understood that, and I don't think anyone can make that make sense. When you have to order supplies from certain places simply because of the color of someone's skin, to me, that's discrimination. The NAACP has been in business for 114 years. They're predominantly black. The American Civil Liberties Union, on their page, if you look it up, it says to defend and preserve individual rights and liberties guaranteed to every person in this country by the Constitution and the laws of the United States. And then it goes on to say that they hold the system responsible for black people being incarcerated. The system, not the individual, they hold the system responsible. So it's the system's fault that people commit crime. They pad the numbers and put down Hispanics as being whites in a lot of these jails and prisons to make it look equal when it's not. And that I know for a fact. They also go on to say that many convictions, including no convictions, do nothing but hurt the applicants, especially when the applicant is black. All this affirmative action, ACLU, diversity, quotas, inclusions, NAACP, government-forced discrimination is all it is. Would you really want a child molester working in your daycare? Do you really want a rapist going to school with your kids? Going to college with your kids? That's what's happening. There's no age limit for getting on Facebook. You can, or social media, period. You can get on and click any age you want, any race you want, any gender you want. And there's no definite way of verifying it. These ads that pop up are showing ads for drugs, sex, porn pictures, porn sites, and that's what your children and your grandchildren are looking at. And nobody seems to care. Everybody thinks everything in this country is a joke. Everything is funny. Defund the police and then call the police for help. Defund the police, okay? You want to defund the police. You want your teachers beat down in school. You want your parents arrested because a child can call the cops and the child has more rights than the parent now. Because you can't discipline your child. Your child is being raised without any respect and any discipline. And then they wonder why they end up in prison. As a PC group, your blacks can burn, loot, destroy stores, and never be arrested. And there's hundreds of videos on that. You know, Black Lives Matter paid in excess of $9 million. $9 million in the red. You know, your CEO, Molly Moore, she made the comment that they did not want to undermine the movement due to racial lawsuits. What movement? That you can burn, loot, steal anytime you want? That you can shoot fireworks at the police officers and think it's funny? That you can destroy a police station or destroy a police car and all the cops can do is stand there and watch? That you change laws to where you make it legal for fentanyl to be a misdemeanor? Or you change the laws to somebody can come on your property, squat in your building or in your house, and it's up to you to have that individual removed, not the police. The police can't do nothing but come out and explain the laws and the rules and the regulations to you now. That they can be driving down the road and call in their own crime to dispatch, or be like Chicago where you can't chase people in certain situations, to where you have to have authority from a supervisor to use a pit maneuver, to where certain people just don't go to jail, to where you're dealing with sovereign citizens who don't believe in the laws of this country. I mean, what does this country come down to? You know, we have lost this country. This country started out in 1776 and it died in 2023. And I've got other videos that I'm going to post just to show you the difference in this whole race thing, because I created a fake profile on Facebook as a black individual, and I was able to say all kinds of racial slurs against blacks, Hispanics, whites, everybody. I was not warned. I was not banned. I was not censored at all. But yet on my own profile, I just shared a post from the black fake profile, and I got banned for 30 days, and I'm still banned for 13 days. Why? Is that not discrimination? What happened to the First Amendment? What happened to the 14th Amendment? Equal protection under the law. You destroyed that with your PC groups. The First Amendment, you have none. When you're being told what to say, how you have to address someone, you have no First Amendment. These First Amendment auditors are doing more to destroy the First Amendment than anybody else out here could. And all you have to do is watch their videos. They are completely destroying respect in this country. And it's all for the dollar. They go out, they act suspicious, they agitate a situation to where the cops are called, and then they try to file a lawsuit. Is that really the country that you want? Is that really the country you want to hand down to your children and to your grandchildren? I think some people really need to think hard about the direction that this country is headed, because it's all downhill.